They don't have the Holy Spirit. The Lord didn't put the Spirit in them to know. So therefore, they repeat all the same errors over and over. And then when we come to them and tell them the real truth, they can't receive it. That's why we just shut down on you now. The Spirit is doing something else. The Babylonian experience is played out. Your religions, your form of dress, the way you deal with one another, it's all played out. It's overrated and played out. This is the only place where you can spend all the money you got trying to get a woman, get married to her, buy an expensive ring, have a crazy wedding, get married to her. Then in 5 years, she'll say she confused, so she can jump back out there and start sleeping around again. And you get stuck holding the bill. You got to pay this bitch alimony. You can't see your kids. You got to pay her child support, right? And she get to keep on living, doing what she want to do. All the wickedness that she want to do to her heart's content. And then, after she does all of that, she fat and out of weight, overweight, out of shape. She'll come back to you and tell you she's sorry, she loves you, she miss you. And if you don't take her back, now you toxic. Hell no. Hell no. You know a place is wicked when they have weaponized having kids. Think about it. They weaponized having kids. It's a great honor and a blessing for men and women to bring kids into the earth, children, young, right? Little humans. It's a great honor. But Esau, the devil, the so-called white man, figured out a way to weaponize it. You're supposed to celebrate when you find out you're going to bring another life into the world. But the men don't celebrate. Even if you do get a little happy, because it's hard to fight the happiness, you immediately get, if you do be happy for a split second, in the back of your mind, you say, what if this woman ain't happy? What if she decided to leave? And she gonna put child support on you no matter what. No matter how great of a father you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because the system says she can do it. Her goal is to live the life she wants to live, get the money to take care of herself and that child, supposedly, and to be with as many other partners and suitors as she wants to. And this devil has made it okay to do that. That baby mama hustle, that's the old one. And they've been doing it. I've seen it firsthand. I've been a victim to it. I'm still a victim. And I say it a lot, but I'm going to say it now. I said a candid conversation, right? I'm over 50 years old. And I'm still paying for mistakes I made when I was a young man by having kids. Right? Then the children being kept away from the father, because even if you get to see them, they're never going to fully respect you because mom going to be pumping shit in their head all the time while you're not around. At least in my situation. You niggas that want to take up for your baby mamas, all right, cool, whatever. That bitch ain't no saint, okay? She's a whore and a demon. For the most part. You ain't even gonna never find out all the shit she did and been doing since you met her. Even when you was with her, she wasn't faithful. Sorry, hoe. Anyway, you spend all that time doing all of that. I've been victimized by the system. I know. I did everything I could do growing up. You know, as a young man, when I found out I had my first son on the way, I was 21 years old. Right? This nigga 30 years old now. Won't even call. Won't even call. If I FaceTime him, he'll swipe the phone and then tell me, text me and tell me he's gonna call me later, and I never talk to him. Which is okay. It's okay, really. But I'm just telling you, after all them goddamn bikes and motherfucking Power Rangers and Sega Genesis games, right? And all that other shit, we bought them goddamn coats, putting them bikes together, buying all them damn shoes, every size. When the nigga was little on up till you got to be a grown up. Right? All them shoes and outfits. And you still had to pay child support. Then a nigga be a grown man and still tell you ain't never did shit for him. This is the Babylon experience. The Babylonian experience. That's got to go, man. Victimized the shit out of us. Weaponized having kids. Gave the woman welfare checks, food stamps, WIC, and an apartment, long as you couldn't live there, right? I'm gonna hit home when I give you this.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 3. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, his house shall soon be overthrown. Kol Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rekat Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Sirach, chapter 27, verse 3. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, his house shall soon be overthrown. And that first main house is yourself. You're that vessel, that first house, man. And in this concept of this lesson, also my household with my wife and my children, man. Because I wouldn't hold myself diligently in the fear of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and my life was not nowhere near in reverence, acknowledgement, glorification, anything of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. I was of the world. I was of Babylon the Great, man. And the Lord had to strip everything away from me and bring me to a lower state. Again, first and foremost, myself. He had to afflict me, put me in a hellish condition, afflict me, and to wake me up and put me in a position where I had to, seek, a higher power, man. And for Wadi Haba Shimi Hawashah, because, I don't regret, and I'm not, asking for no pity or nothing like that. I really appreciate what Yahweh Shimi Hawashah did for me to make me into the man that I am right now, man. And everything that the beloved Manatazat Ba stated, man, is the same thing that I went through, man. And, you're doing all, paying child support, Title 4D for the children, and you're doing extra stuff for the kids too on top of that. And then as he stated, they get old and they say to you that you ain't done nothing for them and you ain't never been there. When you know yourself, that's a goddamn lie, man. Okay, but I'm just gonna partake in my part. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, none of these women, these evil, wicked women, gonna get away with anything that they have done to the men of Yahweh Shim Yahushai, man. Okay, period, man. But me, myself, personally, man, I had to learn the hard way, man. Especially, again, when you truly love someone and everything else, man, you're not supposed to be putting all your strength, all your time, all your thought, your everything in a person, man. Especially not a woman, man. Okay, let's grab this. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which it destroyeth kings. Again, Proverbs 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, and giving women your all. Okay, giving women your complete, attention, not being focused, staying on your purpose, not being about business. Always worried about what she's doing because you're infatuated with her. And then giving her access to all your resources and not even paying attention to the red flags that she's literally waving in your face. Okay? Basically being a sucker, a simp, having no backbone, no nuts, man. And this is kind of the process that Yahweh Shim Yahushai had me in to experience these things, to be able to speak about them to you brothers coming up right now, man. Okay, that's one of the reasons why Yahweh Shim Yahushai put his men through certain things with women, through certain trials and tribulations, man. So we can be able to tell you young men that's coming up what not to do, what to look for, because it also goes with the experience, man. And we're not going to say nothing that, we don't have the experience from. And again, me, myself, personally, as the scripture states, Proverbs 31 verse 3, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Because these women, if you give them the ammunition, you reveal all your secrets, all your, your intentions, and you just completely put your wall down, and, and your shields is down, all that, man, they're going to destroy you, man. They're going to use that stuff against you, man. You can't, as it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, you can't pillow talk to these women, man. Okay? You can't, be emotional, man. A man is not supposed to be emotional. Women are emotional. Okay? And in actual reality, women don't, like a weak man. A man that doesn't have any, again, backbone, any nuts, any testosterone. It's not a man. Because again, man, as the beloved elder stated, man, all these things, man, you go through, pick up can leave you whenever they want. You got to pay alimony and child support and all these things, man. Then you only able to see your kids when they say so. Because, the courts cater to these women, man. These courts are going to back up these women, man. Okay? They can call the police on you for any little thing. Okay, and the police will, regardless if they have evidence that you didn't do nothing wrong, the police will still take their side just to lock you up. Okay, I remember one time when I stopped my wife from going out to the club. I believe it was a Friday or Saturday night, one of them days, and I grabbed the keys, and this bitch grabbed a butcher knife and chased me around the house. I ran outside. She was chasing me outside with the butcher's knife. The neighbors called the police, told them what happened, and even she said I didn't do nothing to her, but the police told her, all you have to do is tell us he hit you and we'll take him to jail and you can go to the club. I'm not lying to you, man. And the reason why I know is because she told me this shit, and the time that this happened, I had my own, we had a townhouse and all that. The town, I got the townhouse for us and everything else, and her parents had moved back to Virginia, and I let her parents stay in the townhouse so they got on their feet, rent free. You know what I'm saying? But basically, she told me that the police told her, and she told the police that I ain't do nothing, that she was trying to stab me with the knife. She confessed to the police, man. And the police disregarded that and said, all you gotta do is tell us he hit you and we'll lock him up. You can go have your night out in the town. Can't make this shit up, man. But the more I dealt with this woman, the more I didn't acknowledge what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai was putting right in front of my face, man. You know what that was doing to me? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. My mom was completely everywhere, man. Worried about what she doing, who she talking to. Is she telling me the truth? Is she lying? You have all these things, worried about what she's doing, when in actual reality, the evidence was right in front of my fucking face, man. Right in front of my face, man. Sirach 25 verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. Because, man, for you to be, just going through all types of, thoughts in your mind, and, you can't think straight, you can't concentrate, you can't sleep. It's not good and it's not healthy. Okay? And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, man. Look, man, I got stories for days, man. I received a lot of wickedness from my wife, man. Okay, and was I perfect in my marriage? No, I wasn't. It was things that I've done, but a lot of the stuff that was done to me, I didn't deserve, man. But I received a lot of wickedness, man. But the main thing that makes you hold on and cleave on was first and foremost was my children. But obviously what? The sex. The sex was good, It's like I always tell you beloved Akian, man, Akwaf, joking around and shit, but it's like a goddamn cape just come out the joint with 2 S's on that motherfucker, a soul snatcher. And then all of a sudden a gust of wind just blowing it. And she's standing there with her hands on her hips, looking like a superhero and shit. You know? But you can't let, again, from personal experience, man, you can't let just your sexual chemistry with a person, regardless of how good it is, your toes curl up, and then your butt cheeks tighten up real tight, and you anchor, and when you about to climax, and you just climax so hard and strong. Your eyes are on the back of your head. Then once you release and let it go, you just start shaking and shit. But real talk though, man. Real talk shit. Because these women know how to, be real crafty, especially in the bed, man. Telling you it's yours. Telling you the best. You the biggest. All that, man. But let's continue. Because again, as I stated, man, my wife, because again, the red flags and what I should acknowledge was right in front of my face, but I didn't want to, first and foremost, being fucking stupid. I didn't want to, destroy my family and break my family apart, man. Because every weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but not all 3 days, maybe like 2 or 1, he was always want to go out to the streets and go out to the clubs and shit. And what's out in the clubs? Niggas. Adultery, wickedness, man. But you married with 2 kids, but yet your mind is focused on going out to the clubs, getting drunk and everything else. So that literally should have told me her mom was focused on replacing me. Okay, and this is the complete characteristics and attributes of these Babylonian women, man. And again, I don't take nothing back or regret anything that Yahweh Shem Yahushua put me through in life in general. Because it made me the man who I am right now. And it also made me understand women. Okay? I go completely a different way towards women, man. Very, very honest, upfront, blunt. I'm so damn honest, blunt, and upfront that they be offended, man. But oh fucking well. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 7, starting off at verse 11. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. And that's what she was doing, man. Getting loud with me. Acting real fucking stubborn. She didn't want to have her feet in the household with her children and her husband, man. To be a family. To play her role correctly as Yahweh Shem Yahushua ordained her to do so. And all you other women. She wanted to be out in the street. Okay? And every time, when it came a point when I would acknowledge it to her, she would always get loud, want to start an argument and be stubborn, just basically to orchestrate her way to get out the crib. Verse 12. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner, man. Yeah, man. Just waiting to get some new rod, man. Out here playing the field. And it's disgusting and fucking nasty when you think about it, man. Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, he protected me from getting anything, man. Because the way these women doing stuff right now, man, they ain't using no goddamn prophylactics, no protection. And they go home to your husband. You done sucked on a dude's rod, balls, and everything. You go home to your husband, kiss him dead in his mouth, man. Do so much wickedness, man. You get pregnant by another man and lie to your husband and say that's his seed. Okay? Now was she without, now in the streets, okay, because she wanted to stay in the streets, man. And again, these are the flags, the red flags that Yahweh Shem Yahushua smacked the hell out of me with in my face that I should acknowledge, man. Okay, but as the scripture states and says, man's goings are of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the Lord wanted me to go through that. The Lord wanted me to be in a fucked up condition. He wanted me to be in a grievous mindset and go through that that affliction, man. To have my heart, my mind plagued. Okay. Well, let's grab this last precept and we'll stop it right here, because I just want to speak on my experience, because the elder was going in, man. Everything he said was on point, and everything he said literally is the same thing, the same stuff I went through, man. Even till this day, man. You do so much for your kids, man, and also too, man. My wife, she makes over $100,000, and when she put me on child support, because basically, I'm not gonna go too deep into what I was doing, but I wasn't doing nothing. I was in the streets. Let's just say that I was in the streets, getting by that way. And basically, when the Lord, took me out of that lifestyle, I basically told her that I'm not doing that no more. I want to get my life straight, because either I'm gonna be in jail or I'm gonna be dead. And that's when she put me on child support. Because at that point, I was out. Look, man, before I even buy myself something, I was getting my kids, retro Iversons, Jordans, okay, Reebok pumps, all types of stuff, man. My kids' shoe game was insane, man. Okay, my kids' shoe game was completely, out of this world, man. Because I had my cousin's boyfriend work for Foot Locker, so I got a discount. And I always did everything I could. Even when I was homeless for damn near 10 years, I still took them. And my mom, God bless, my mother, even when I was homeless, she would let me bring my kids there, to spend time with them. If I wanted to keep them overnight, she would let me keep them over there too. So, the Wadi Yahba Shimmy Al Shah for putting the spirit of my mom to do that. But, I always did what I had to do, even when I was in a fucked up state, man. Okay? But again, Salaki, because I got off what I was going to say. She had me paying child support. She had me paying $60 every 2 weeks. So $120 a month. And she was making over $100,000 as a general manager for a hotel, man. Just to be spiteful. And also too, because I wouldn't get back with her. She literally tried to get back with me for 10 years straight. But Salaki, let me grab this last precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 22, and I'm going to start off at verse 3. An evil-nurtured man is the dishonor of his father that begot him. And again, at one point, man, I was of the world, man, but the Wadi Haba Shem Yahushua, that he sanctified and cleansed me, man. I'm not that evil man that I was before, so I don't want to rock the Zah, I could be honored of my father in that spiritual realm right now, man. Because my father was in the picture when he was walking the earth, man. Okay. And a foolish daughter is born to his loss. A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband. And my wife wasn't wise, man. She brought disgrace. She brought shame. A reproach. Oppression, vexation. She brought all those things to me, to build herself up and to make her, self feel like she achieved something. And in actual reality, she actually realized she made a mistake. It took you 15 years to realize that the Lord blessed you with a man, but now it's too late. Okay, because again, I'm not, I'm taking heed to my part, but again, the Lord's not gonna unless he have you repent and you come back to your heritage. But the Lord's not gonna let you get away with what you have done. Okay, all the adultery, all that what you've done, all the bullshit you put in my children's head, all that shit, man. Now you got to pay for all that, man. A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband, but she that liveth dishonestly is her father's heaviness. And then again, it was complete dishonesty, lies, betrayal, deceit. It got to the point, even her parents, they realized that I wasn't the issue. Her mom, I can't remember exactly how I talked to her mom, but her mom told me on the phone, she was very, very apologetic, saying she was sorry and this and that. We should have minded our business, all this and all that. She's saying she was sorry and all that. I accepted her apology, but I was like, I'm done with your daughter. I'm not getting back with her. Even her father, and her little sister, they said, you weren't the problem. It's my sister. It's my daughter. Verse 5, she that is bold dishonoreth both her father and her husband, but they both shall despise her. And yeah, man, I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, I can't, to be dishonored by somebody that's supposed to, you know, be your helpmate, whatever one you want to use, you know, and to, you know, do the things that you have done and bring all these, you know, no good piece of shit niggas around my kids and to put all that stuff in my kids' head and everything else, man. Nah, man. That makes me despise you. That makes me hate you, man. Okay, and then on top of that, when it's been brought to your attention so many times, even till now, no remorse, no empathy, you know, no accountability about your part. But it's all part of the game, man. It's all part of the process, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai handles all our affairs, man. So the beloved Zaquan was on point, man. I just want to speak on a little bit on my matters, man. Because, you know, that's something that we got to be thankful that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai took us out of that position, took those women away from us, man. You know, to take that hellish condition, that plague of our hearts. Because just imagine if the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai didn't wake us up to the truth, and he left these women in our lives, man, or better yet, gave us something even worse, man. So I don't want to rot this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akim Wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just gonna say, Call Holayim La. Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Kwadash Watha Wada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Kwadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. I don't want to rot to Zah until the next one. Stay away from these Babylonian women, man. If you burning, hey, man, may Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai be with you. But other than that, man, the lessons is going up, man, to tell you what to do. Shalom.